All right, let us move on to our next article, which now comes to us from WindowsCentral.com. Microsoft moves to new Windows development cycle with major release every 3 years. Features drop in between. And I'll just, for a reminder, read the first line here. Microsoft is shifting to a new engineering schedule after, let's see, the news comes 1 year after they announced they were moving to a yearly release cadence. So the question at this point is, why does Microsoft announce things?
They are schizophrenic.
Well, I can tell you exactly what happened here. And we talked about this on the podcast, but it's been a long time, so I don't blame you for not remembering. But when Windows 11 was announced, there was a lot of marketing around it where they said this might be the last version of Windows you ever buy. You remember, yeah. And the idea was that if you're getting your updates via the cloud and they're releasing features all year long, that why would there ever need to be a Windows 12? Just Windows 11 keeps getting better and better year after year, and that's it. Well, at the time, I said that was stupid. Well, for a few different reasons. But
let's roll the tape.
Yeah, because people want to know they're running the latest one, and if it's been Windows 11 for 20 years, how do you know if you're fully updated or whatever? You don't. It's just the number becomes meaningless at that point, right? So some other number would have to step in. But where I was really confused was Microsoft has to have a sales team and marketing people that want to promote a product. And one of the best ways to do that is to release a new version of the product. If it's been Windows 11 for 10 years, it's pretty hard to sell people on the new features of Windows 11 when they know it's been out for 10 years, even though there might be cutting-edge new stuff in it. So we knew this change was going to happen. Like, from a business perspective, it had to happen. From a technical perspective, it didn't. But from a business side, it did. So that's what they've done, and now they're on a 3-year release cadence, which, whether they change or not, all this really means to us is that Windows 12 will be coming out in 2024. So, there will be a Windows 12. It will be in 2024, and that's what we can look forward to.
Do you think they'll skip like 13 like they do in buildings? Because they skip 9, so there's a precedent already for skipping.
Yeah, I don't think they'll skip 13.
Okay.
So skipping 9 turned out to actually be a programming issue. So did I don't remember if we ever talked about that.
I don't think we did.
So a lot of developers, when Windows NT was out on Windows 2000, they wanted their application to know if it was running on Windows 95 or 98 or if it was running on 2000. And so they would query the operating system name, and if it started with Windows 9, they knew it was Windows 95 or Windows 98.
So they couldn't technically. Okay.
So they were worried about programs getting confused, so they skipped.
Just
9.
like Y2K.
Yeah, it was just easier to skip it, right? Now, 13, the only reason for skipping that would be superstition, right?
Yeah.
But apparently that's a very U.S. thing. So in the U.S., 13 is a superstitious number. I don't believe that's the case even in other English-speaking countries. Do you know, Daniel?
I have never heard of it being superstitious.
Seems like the weird fact you would know.
Yeah. Well, the fact that I've never heard it before makes me believe that is true.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go ahead and make up something that it's a very lucky number in some Eastern cultures.
I like it.
And I base that on nothing. But it could be. So we'll look for that change. So does that mean that time starts now? We'll look 3 years from now, basically, because we haven't had a Windows release.
No, it starts from the release of
one.
Windows 11. Okay. Yeah, so we're already a year in, and that's why 2024, just 2 years away, that's when the next one will come out.
Oh, thank goodness. I could not wait 3 years.
But they are going to be doing feature releases at a minimum, a feature release per year, but they're spreading them out. But there will be major releases every 3 years.
And they've got a cute little name for these, like, in-between releases, right? What are they called?
Lately, they used to have like Longhorn and whatever, but now it's Sun Valley.
No, not for the major release, but for the little minor releases that come out like between those times, like every year. They gave them a name. There's a name, so like the weather app that they're adding to it is, if you read it's in the article.
Moment.
Moments.
Yep, a
there
moment.
you
Sorry,
go.
yep.
I want to say modules, but I knew that wasn't right.
Yeah, Moment is. I don't think that's a name they're promoting as like this is the Moment update.
Yeah,
it's more of like
a feature.
I think it's like jargon. Like in agile methodology where you have epics and stories. So they have moments like that.
Gotcha.
I think that's just their project management jargon.
This one shining moment.
Oh, God.
All right, Neil Diamond.
No, that's the song they play at the end of the March Madness tournament every year.
Oh.
It's a big deal.
Here's the thing. We're a bunch of tech nerds.
Yeah, no, that's why I explained it.
Yeah.
Basketball is dumb.
That's true.
If you like dumb things, you're dumb.
Any sport where you can watch the last 2 minutes and it's the same as watching the whole game.
That's fair. Yeah. Has anyone considered just starting, start a baseball game in the ninth inning?
Yeah.
Call it a day.
Save a lot of time for
That's
people.
right.
If you enjoyed that segment, be sure to check out our entire podcast available in the playlist right here. And you can always subscribe to stay up to date with the latest tech news and other happenings in the IT world. Be sure to tune in every Thursday for new episodes. I hope to see you there.